Hey guys. So, after I get home from work, I love nothing more than coming home and seeing people complaining about not wanting to work. You know, after coming home from a factory job. Now, this is a little different because I've watched her stuff and, she clearly has a passion for it. And I do truly hope that she does find success with her music and everything. And for the most part, she seems like a genuinely just good person. Clearly, she wants to do music, but, well, just because I'm genuinely actually hoping this person succeeds doesn't mean I'm not going to rip them apart. So let's let's take a listen, shall we?
Not do a 9 to 5. I know this is gonna sound spoiled. I know this is gonna sound like some artsy creative who, just doesn't want to put in the hard work and hours.
So not only does she seem to be incredibly beautiful, apart from the Ronald McDonald hair, she seems to be self-aware, which is in another alternate universe or something. I could see her as a future ex-wife. But here we are, 2023 in current universe, and it's just not meant to be. But let's continue.
But I physically do not think I can do it. I start to cry if I have more than like 3 non-creative tasks to do in a day. And imagining doing 8 hours a day of something that I don't really love for the rest of my life, so there's no other option.
Imagine crying just because you're doing something you don't want to do. Oh, well, there's 3 tasks I don't want to do. I'm just I'm sorry, what? 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 Oh no, but it gets better.
This has to work. This is gonna sound even more artsy and arrogant, but I heard this quote in a show once, and it said, "People like us can't live normal lives. If we try, it kills us." And honestly, I am throwing myself into that category, because I think I will simply die. So if you want to listen to my music and help be, one step in the process of me not literally dying, please stream it.
If you don't listen to her music, it's like you are going over to her house personally and genociding her. If she does not get to stay home and make her music like she wants and she has to work a 9 to 5, you are literally killing her. What? So if you end up doing a job you don't want to do for a little bit, you're gonna die. And it's not that she's incapable of doing it. It's not like in my case where it's getting physically harder to do that because I'm still able to do my job. It's just that factory has permanently messed up my back. It's permanently messed up my legs. It's permanently messed up my foot. So I'm physically getting to a point. I'm 35. I don't know how old this young lady is, but she looks fairly young. But I'm 35. I'm getting to the point where my body can physically no longer do it. But her saying, "Oh, well, I can't do it because I'm gonna break down, have some tears." Come on, come on. And the thing is, she's. Hang on, let me bring it up real fast. So I was listening to her some of this stuff before, and it's certainly interesting. So it's kind of like when we listened to Lil Tay. Was it good? No. Was it bad? No. It's just sort of there. And if you don't want to work, if you truly don't want to work and you just want to do music and everything, that's great. But you need to separate yourself from everyone else. Now, she seems to have this thing with like, it's like that sound, that voice you're so used to hearing. So really nothing separating her from any other female artist you see. But then she adds like a little bit of screamo into things, which, I mean, you can go see her profile and everything because I don't want to copyright or hit with anything. And like I say, I do truly hope that she does find something. This whole, if she's truly passionate about music, I do hope she finds it, success with it. But her microphones, her instruments, her everything she's going to use, she needs money for. I mean, she can't just keep, these people can't just keep relying on mommy and daddy to support them. What happened? What if something happens to mommy and daddy? You know, and you don't, and you have to get a job. You can't just do your, that'd be like the people nowadays trying to, oh, I'm going to quit my stuff and become a YouTuber full time. Why? Why would you do that? If you want YouTube or whatever to be a hobby, or a hobby should be more like it. Don't quit everything and say, oh, I'm going to do videos full time, and then be disappointed when you're not making anything. It's like these girls are like, oh, I'm going to start an OnlyFans because look at all these girls making 6 digits a freaking year or a month or whatever. And then it's like, oh, I only got $100. One person gave me $100. It was my stepdad. And now he's got pictures of my tits and asshole for the rest of his life. You know, it's, don't give everything up just because you have a passion. You're going to need money to fund said passion. So while, again, I hope that she does find success, she needs to learn, she needs to know that you're going to need money. Especially musical equipment, it's not cheap. It's not freaking cheap. And if she does want to be a legitimate music artist, she's going to need money for it. Like I said, go give her, listen to her. I mean, she doesn't have a bad voice, but it's just like the screamo. It's just, the screaming is like, I don't know, half-assed kind of thing. I don't know if she's maybe in an area where she's it's like scream in your house, right? You want to scream, but you get held back because it's like, oh, well, there's other people around. That's kind of what it sounds like. It's like she's holding herself back, which I think she could be good if she really lets go, but from what I'm seeing, she's great at advertising herself, though. A lot of the stuff with advertisements and stuff like that, she's great at advertising. So if the music thing doesn't work, advertisement, right up your alley. And again, she seems to be, apart from the Ronald McDonald hair, she seems to be very pretty. She could easily make it as a model, too. Not an OnlyFans model, an actual model. Not someone's like, and their fucking tits and ass. No, an actual model. But this idea that I can't work because I'll start to cry. Do you know how many times I'm down in the factory busting my ass, and how many times I get to the point where I just want to fucking break something or punch something because of how much pain I'm in? And yet I keep doing it because guess what? Life isn't easy. There's no, show me that where it says in the Declaration of Independence or the Dead Sea Scrolls or the commandments or wherever it says that life's meant to be easy. Where? Show me the ancient hieroglyphs that says life is meant to be easy. It's not. And if you have a passion and you're truly passionate about that, and you're going to need money. You need money to fund this stuff. So the best thing to do for her would be to find just a small job, a job that's fine with you working like 2-3 days a week. So that way, if something happens to your microphone or your equipment, you can pay for it. You can pay for it. You don't have to have mommy and daddy do it. Because mommy and daddy's money can only go so far. So, that'd be like me quit. It's like I've been doing this for since like 2015. Not like I'm making a lot of money from this. So once I saw that juice was not worth the squeeze, I'm trying to get, no. I have 2 jobs. I do this as a side thing because I like doing it, and if I make money, I do. If I don't, I don't. Doesn't really matter. But for her, considering that everything she uses costs money, you're gonna need a job. And saying that you can't because your fees will get hurt, and that if you have to, you're gonna literally die. You're a little dramatic. Well, there, you can be an actor too. There you go. You can, you could do advertising, you could do a model, and you can be an actress. And she does seem to have a very pretty voice. Her speaking voice is very nice. It's clear. You could be a voice actress. You have all these options to you. Sky's the limit at this point. Like, hey, John, you said something about a voice actress. Why don't you be a voice actress? No, but I do get that a lot. It's like, John, you have such a good voice. It's like, Good radio or voice acting. Yeah, I've heard that. You want to know how many times I've heard that? You want to know what? A lot. If I had a dollar for every time someone said you should be a voice actor or you know, but it doesn't pay well. It doesn't pay well. You're spending more money on equipment than anything else. So, and not to mention, if you look at even like the big voice actors, they're like, yeah, we still have regular jobs because you never know when your next role is going to come in. So, I'd still have to work. I would still have to work. But you're not, sweetheart, come here. If you work a job, you're not going to die. I promise you. Unless you happen to die at work because of some kind of unfortunate accident. I assure you, you're not going to just die. And I assure you that the tears won't happen as much as you think they will. You'll kind of get used to it and get over it. But if you want to focus on your music, you're going to need money to do it. So get a small part-time, deliver pizzas. Deliver pizzas. There you go. And while you're in your car and you're doing, you're making videos like this anyway in a car, make some extra on the side, and you can fund your passion. So, but hey, I'm just some fucking old fat dude who works in a factory. So what do I know? Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.